but here's a lot of talent, and we want to show, and we're going to work on that we have so much talent. And this is one of the reasons that also we have now this partnership with Red and Gold, and this is 50% owned by Bayern Munich, 50% owned by Los Angeles FC, who is one of the biggest clubs in MLS. And they believe in our project. They believe in the talent that's here in Gambia. That's why we are doing these things. And we have to find them in their villages. We have to go to all sides of the country. Mm-hmm. Last time we have 611 boys.
Wow.
Just to come in a Sunday morning. The 2 weeks before in our campus, there were more than 800 kids. So the selection is very difficult. You cannot come with us if you're not really, really good, because all the boys that we bring to our academy believe in. And of course, the ones who work hard will make it, because talent without hard work is no talent. But this is the way we try to make sure that no talents are wasted here.
Albert, this is the first time it happened here in the Gambia. Yeah. We have never seen an academy making a scouting tour in the Gambia. What we used to see is people going to register with the academics, but here is Gambinos making a tour, nationwide tour, to have these young talented players at their right age. So after having these young kids, what's next for them?
When we selected, there are many selections before they can come to us. I can tell you, we have now in the academy, we have around 50 boys. And these 50 boys, there are 2 Senegalese boys. There's 1 from Cameroon, and there's 1 from Ivory Coast, and all the others are Gambian boys. So we really invest in Gambia. And the next step is that once they're selected, but there are many more selections to go from here, maybe 4 or 5 selections, because we always have to compare them with the best. We are limited. We don't want to have the quantity, but the quality. So now we are these 50 boys. They have we give them education, because they can have an ECOWAS diploma. We have 8 teachers involved. We have one of the best medical services, and we could have partners who really believe in and who invest a lot, because I think the big problem is that when you take the boys so young, the time is so long before you maybe can transfer them to Europe. It takes 8 years, 7 to 8 years. So this investment is huge, especially if you want to do it the right way, because we give them the right food, the things they have, the supplements, they have everything they have in Europe, we give them here. And also the circumstances where they live, they have good beds, they have, and I'm 100% sure if we follow that way, we will make it, because the talent is here. I'm 100% sure. I'm a talent scout. I brought World Cup players from Africa to Europe, and I can tell you, you do not know how many talent you have when you're young. But because the system now, and I understand that it's not easy. We were lucky that we could bring these people, and they believed in our system, but they already put so much effort and money in this project. When you come and visit us, you will understand what I mean. And I talked to so many people in Europe, and people, because I was a bit known, they believed in that. So now we're gonna, it will take time. It's not, we are not that we bring a player 6 months later, he goes somewhere. I think now, even from the first team, they're very young, and most of them, they're all 2-3 years with us. So these young boys maybe will be 6-7 years with us before they go. But I don't know if you know, when we traveled with the team to Bayern Munich.
Yeah, I saw it.
The full team was in Bayern Munich.
And I'll come to that.
Bayern Munich is huge in the world, you know that. And they did very well. They represented Gambia on always unbelievable about behavior, but the way they played, everybody was so crazy, they couldn't believe what they saw. And that's why we do it.
Albert, I'm looking at in Europe, looking at in Senegal, we have Jambars, we have academies. That's, I'm scout talented players and keep them in, taking them to school, making them play football. And this is the first time it happened in the Gambia. What is the next generation of Gambian football with Gambinos?
But I think we are in a very good way. I think we showed it. We play against all teams, and it's very rare that I say one of these boys could maybe play on our team. So we selected very well at the beginning. And of course, if you have 2 times training with the right coaches. We also bring Gambian coaches. That we have many now, and they learn because we have specialized, high quality coaches who comes from Bayern, who comes from other teams in Europe to help us. And this is, you know, let's say we start from zero, but I think we can really make the change. And it's not only about us. I want others to follow us if it's possible, because it's not to be the best in Gambia.
Yeah.
Gambia has to be the best in youth in Africa. And we can do it because they have the quality. Gambians, Senegalese are not different persons.
Yeah.
It's not because you speak English, they speak French.
Yeah.
You have the same tribes, you have the same, even the same language, you have the same philosophy, you're athletic, very, very strong. And this is why Gambia is so interesting.
Well, Albert, you've been in Germany for the last couple of years. What was the outcome trip in Germany?
Well, we played with we played 3 games, and we won the 3 games. But it was not only the win. We played very well. We scored, I think, 10 or 11 goals, and we played against renowned teams. One was second in the Bundesliga under 19, and this very heavy stuff. The other was first in the Bundesliga without 1 loss. And I was, as a president, I was very proud with these performances, and I also know that many of them will have a future in football. And it's also, our academy is also about when they cannot succeed to Europe, because we don't decide who goes to Europe. And many people say, oh, but this one and this one can go, this one. We only bring people here. Many of our partners come here, many scouts come here. If Bayern Munich take a player, they're going to decide which one. It's not the president of Gambinos or somebody from us. Take this boy. No, they come and they decide. So, but the ones who just not succeed, I think we have 4 or 5 players now. Abdoulaye Balde, who plays now in Real de Banjul, was our former player. He was developed with us. So we are happy with that also. We have players in Senegal. It's not only, we have 2 players in Brikama United. Simon is a Senegalese, and somebody else. These, and they have this, you know, it will be also people with the studies they get who can make it in life, maybe also without football, or being good coaches or something, because it's impossible that everybody will make a name as a top football player. This is something impossible.
Albert, are we seeing Gambinos producing players like Musa Baro, Jamanu, and many, because we have been seeing them now playing in the African competition? Are we seeing you producing young talented players that will transfer to the national teams, the under 17, the under 15?
With all respect for these players that you say, but I really focus on a higher level. You understand?
The Cristiano, the Messi.
No, not that. But what I had in Anderlecht, Fellaini, Doku, who's from Anderlecht, Vincent Company, I was his coach long time. So this is the level we want. And of course, because the players, you know, are enormous talented, but did they have the right? Did they have the right education? This is something we give them now, and I really hope that our partners will follow us, and I believe that now people from Bayern are here. They came here, we were in Bayern, and I feel they're really behind this project. Also, Los Angeles FC is behind this project. Also, our owner, Mr. Helmut Hack, he was the one who believed in my family to do it here, because I could convince him. He put so much money in it. And these are the people we have to thank. Of course, we want to be successful. It's not that we say in 5 years or 3 years we need to be successful, because we cannot sell something that in 5 years that they paid 5 million euros and nothing has come out of it. So you have to understand it's also that, but not one player has to pay anything with us. Not for we take care of their teeth. We operated the boy. We do also as much as we can. And we always try to get more, but it's not easy. We have also to thank Adidas, because they fully sponsor us. Adidas and not really we have everything what we cannot ask something or we get it. So all these people, and it's of course about because of the people in Europe that we can do. I live here with my family, so that we can do it here.
Finally, what message did you have for the Gambia?
I would say believe in youth, believe in your youth, give them the chances. It's not where you're standing now; it's where you will stand in some time. And I really believe not only in. You can see that the country is developing. If I see the roads now, I live here now 5 years. It's totally different.
Yeah.
It's getting different, and we have to try to make that in all way. Also in football, you have to try to find the way, and it's thing that has to grow. I go in many countries in Africa, they all have to needed the steps. But I just can tell you that about quality and about talent, I travel to all countries, big countries, Nigeria. Tomorrow I go to Ivory Coast.
Okay.
I don't see more talent there. Just the contrary. Sometimes you say, wow, what is happening here? How can it be that in such a small country there's so much talent and you have it? And all together, all the other teams, we are never a threat for other teams. We don't want to be a threat because our goal is different. You understand?
Yeah.
We want to develop. We want to develop. And we want to develop the country, and we don't have anything if the country or the teams are not developing with us.
Yeah.
So also on that, in a later stage, when we are further, we have to try to help also. We have good leagues in youth, because I know in Belgium, Belgium was 4 years #1. You know why? They made national leagues from under 10. And there's a bigger country is here.
Yeah.
So each year has to be possible. I don't say under 10, but in future, if we can make an under 40 national competition with the best academies and try to focus on the real ages, because it's not about, but it's about when it's not the real age, he cannot develop anymore.
Yeah.
It's about that. It's not, and if we are on this same line, I think we can make it.
Thank you, Mr. Frank.
No, well done.
Thank you.